I am Harrison Lamont Bay, all lowercase letters. I'm here to tender a special deposit to the court and make the clerk fiduciary.
I don't have time for this.
All right, guys. Today we've got one of the goofiest looking sovereign citizens I've ever seen in my life. No joke. And it's not just the look. This guy is clearly not the brightest crayon in the box either. He's got the whole sovereign citizen routine down to a T. But trust me, he takes it way past ridiculous in this one. Don't you just know it's going to be a mess when the defendant walks into court acting like he's discovered some secret legal code the rest of us are too dumb to understand. Spoiler alert, he hasn't. But seriously, let me know in the comments, how dumb is this guy on a scale from 1 to 10? And while you're at it, what do you think of sovereign citizens in general? I mean, these people have never won a case, ever, and yet they just keep showing up with the same nonsense and wasting everybody's time. Anyway, enough out of me. Let's dive in and watch this guy completely embarrass himself in court.
All right, Lamont Harrison Lemon, the second. That's the gentleman with the Fez hat on, headgear on. Can you unmute yourself, please, sir? Is he connected to audio?
It appears so.
Lemon Bay, Harrison Lemon Bay. Can you hear me, sir?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning to you.
How are you?
Okay. Are you the second or the third?
I'm here on behalf of the third.
The third. Okay. And I guess it's the second as well. This is the city of Detroit versus Harrison Lemon Bay the third. Straight that. This is the state of Michigan versus Harrison Lemon Bay the third. Case number SX 4195968. Counts 1 and counts 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, sir.
Your Honor,
Mr. Berry, I think he's representing himself.
Your Honor,
Yeah. All right, and add count 3 to that. Add count 3 to that record as well, or count 2 to that, or 1 to that record as well. So count 1, 2, and 3. Let me have that other. I believe. State your name for the record, Mr. Lemon the third.
Yes, I am Harrison Lamont Bay, all lowercase letters. And I'm here on behalf of Harrison Lamont the third.
All right. Well, I've never heard of the all lowercase letters. What does that mean?
It means that the name is to be spelled with all lowercase letters, not all capital letters, not part capital and lowercase, strictly all lowercase.
All right, I've heard some wild excuses from sovereign citizens, but this whole I'm exempt from the law because I write my name in lowercase thing? That's a new level of delusion. Apparently, they believe if they use lowercase letters, they magically stop being a legal person and can't be held accountable for anything. Like, bro. Skipping grammar doesn't make you invisible to the justice system. Let's be real. No court on earth is going to let you off the hook because you wrote your name like it's your Instagram handle. It's just another ridiculous attempt to twist legal jargon into some fantasy loophole that doesn't exist. You can whisper "I do not consent" all you want, judge is still gonna hit you with the sentence. But what really seals it for me is that goofy little hat. Like, sir, you're in a courtroom, not Coachella. I genuinely can't take this man seriously. Let me know in the comments. On a scale of 1 to full-blown delusional, where does this guy land for you?
So today is the date and time set for a pretrial in the matter. How do you want to proceed, sir? I know you filed some documents with the court, and I did have those up in my chambers. But how do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, I'm the surety on behalf of the principal debtor, strawman Harrison Lamont III. I've given the court notice weeks in advance. I'm here to tender a special deposit to the court and make the clerk fiduciary, the prosecutor, as well. And I'm looking for a plea of release today. Will you grant a plea to release?
No. I can grant you a pretrial. I can grant you the opportunity to speak with the city attorney, or I can grant you a trial date by judge or by jury.
Yeah. So
What would you like to do, Mr. Lemon Bay?
well, do you mind if I ask a couple of questions? Just want to make sure that I'm comprehending it. So as you gave the name, I heard you mention a few different names. I heard you mention Harrison Lamont Bay the third, and then a Harrison Lamont the second, and various different names. I just want to make sure that I'm clear on who or what it is that we're here to discuss, because I don't want to speak on behalf of.
It does have an error. It does have an error. It appears to be an error on the computer here. So entry date, one of the counts was entered into as one count was entered into as Harris Lemon third. The other count was Harris Lemon second, and the other count was entered Harris third Lemon. So I think that's just a typo. There's the nature of the offenses is the misdemeanor case is driving without a valid operator's license, no ops on person, and that is a 93-day punishable by the maximum possible penalty, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. And you have two civil infractions, one expired plates, and the other one speeding at 16 to 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. So those are the nature of the charges. I'm going to offer you an opportunity to mitigate this by taking the better driver's course, sir. I'm going to put that in the chat if you choose to. And I can give you time to do that. If not, you can set it for a trial date or whatever set it for a trial date or speak with the city attorney today. What would you like to do?
I'm really, again, I'm ultimately I'm here to tender special deposit and settle the charges, make the clerk fiduciary.
All right. So when a sovereign citizen starts talking about tendering a special deposit, you already know we're about to dive headfirst into legal fantasy land. What they think they are doing is avoiding debts, fines, or taxes by using some secret financial loophole. What they are actually doing is trying to convince the court that monopoly money counts as real currency. Basically, they believe that by offering this so-called special deposit, they are magically settling their obligations with invisible assets no one can verify, because, spoiler alert, they don't exist. This has zero legal standing, no matter how confidently they say it. At the end of the day, it's just another sovereign citizen fairy tale, another creative way of saying, I don't want to pay my bills, but I still want to pretend I'm right. Courts aren't buying it. Judges aren't buying it. And honestly, nobody else is either.
You settle it by pleading to taking a plea today, paying the fines, or taking it to trial, see if you can do better at trial. You have a right to a trial by judge or jury, and that's it. Those are your only options, sir.
I'm looking for a plea of release. Are you stating that there's no offer of equity in this matter, Your Honor?
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we're gonna move on. So I don't have time for this.
Would you like to speak to an attorney? Would you like to speak to an attorney, sir?
I don't. I'm not asking for counsel.
Okay. Well, we're gonna pass the matter and we're gonna move on, and he can just watch and see how it works in here, because I have too many people that are waiting that want to be heard and hear their claim, and I don't understand what you're saying. I've given you your options, and you can sit back and ponder those. I'll give you time to ponder those options, Other than that, sir, I don't know what else to tell you. All right, let's move on. Next time. No, I've already answered the questions I'm gonna answer. No, please mute your device, and you either take the offers that I've given you, speak with the attorney, or take the deal, or set the matter for a trial date. Those are your options.
Let me set the matter for trial.
Set the matter for trial. Okay, I'm gonna give you a trial. I'm gonna. Do you want it trial by judge or jury, sir?
Your Honor, by jury.
Okay, jury trial. Can I get a jury trial date, please? Let's do June the 2nd. June the 2nd. We'll be doing this in the afternoon as well.
Well, we got to set a pre-trial first.
Yeah, we'll set a pre-trial. So your next court date is going to be a final pre-trial, sir. Final pre-trial will be June the 1st, 6/1/2023 at 8:30. And then we'll set the jury trial date for the next day at 9:30 on June the 2nd. So your next action date that you need to appear is June the 1st at 8:30. And then the next day we'll have the jury trial at June the 2nd, 2023. I have received your motions. If you have any more motions, make sure they're in before the June the 1st date, and then we'll proceed with picking a jury and setting a jury panel at 9:30 on June the 2nd. If you don't have any further questions, Mr. Lemon Bay, then have a very good day, sir.
There is just no way this guy wins that jury trial. Unless, by some miracle, he manages to gather the dumbest people alive to sit on that jury. Like, come on. His logic is all over the place. You can't just roll into court with a bunch of made-up legal nonsense, sprinkle in a few weird buzzwords, and expect to walk out free. That's just not how the system works, and unless he's planning to pull some last-minute miracle out of his goofy hat, yeah, we need to talk about that hat. There's no shot. Either he's hiding the world's worst haircut under there, or he's actively competing for most clueless-looking defendant in America. Like seriously, it's giving off strong I gave up on life halfway through getting dressed vibes, but back to the case, who in their right mind thought this strategy would work? Sovereign citizens really think they've cracked the code with stuff like lowercase names and special tender deposits, but spoiler alert, they haven't. The court does not care. Judges see this garbage all the time, and it never works. Ever.so what do you guys think? Is this guy just completely wasting everyone's time, or do you think he actually believes this nonsense? Personally, I think he's just scrambling and stuttering through a script he found in a weird corner of the internet. But let me know in the comments. I always love reading your takes. You guys crack me up. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.